All Elite Wrestling is reportedly set to lose $34 million, according to estimates in 2023. We've got more details on the financial picture of All Elite Wrestling as we head into 2024. We've got the ratings for AEW Collision this past Saturday on TNT that, of course, went head-to-head with NXT Deadline. Booker T recalls his conversations with CM Punk backstage at the NXT Premium Live event over the weekend, and an update on Andrade now that he's returned to CMLL. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of professional wrestling. Let's start off talking about AEW and the financial picture as we head into 2024. Now, when it comes to some of the bigger stories, we spoke about revenue yesterday. Let's talk about losses as we head into 2024, because estimates from Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics have suggested that All Elite Wrestling will lose $34 million in 2023. Now, it has been estimated that AEW will generate approximately $154 million in net revenue this year, which is up from $100 million in 2022. The United States media rights deal with Warner Bros. Discovery will bring in the bulk of AEW's revenue, estimated to be around $68 million per year to air Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision, with the current deal believed to expire at the end of next year. AEW brings in additional revenue through international TV deals with the likes of ITV in the United Kingdom and Eurosport in India to generate a further $7.8 million. In total, WrestleNomics has estimated AEW will bring in $98 million for 2023, which includes an additional $19.4 million from pay-per-view buys. Another $34 million, meanwhile, will be generated from just over 500,000 ticket sales by the end of the year, along with a further $22 million in revenue from consumer products. The increased revenue is still lower, though, than AEW's expenses, however, and talent compensation is estimated to cost AEW around $85 million per year. Media and event operating expenses add another $66 million to outgoings, while consumer products licensing expenses and general expenses bring up AEW's estimated outlay to just over $188 million. Overall, WrestleNomics has estimated that AEW will have an EBITDA, which is earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, of $34 million in losses in 2024. The promotion's net income will be even worse. This doesn't mean, though, the future isn't bright for All Elite Wrestling, and WrestleNomics noted a strong increase in the promotion's United States media rights fees could make AEW profitable from as early as 2025. So certainly, again, the headline that many people will look at is the losses that we spoke about today, and we spoke about the revenue yesterday as well, but it has been stressed by Brandon Thurston from WrestleNomics that if AEW does secure a media rights fee deal with Warner Bros. Discovery, that is around sort of double or close to double what they're currently getting paid, the company could be profitable as soon as 2025. What are your thoughts on this? Is this a positive or a negative for AEW? Of course, most companies when they are created, and most companies when they're early in their life cycle are certainly operating at a loss for an amount of time before turning a profit. Would turning a profit in 2025, that would be 6 years after AEW was founded, is that a positive for them? Is that the amount of time it should be taking, or are these numbers alarming? Of course, Tony Khan and the Khan family are billionaires, so it's not as if money is actually a problem for them. What are your thoughts on this? Is it a positive? Is it a negative? Do you not really care that much about it? Let me know your thoughts, as always, in the comments section below. Now let's talk about the ratings for AEW Collision this past Saturday. Of course, it was strong competition, this time from NXT Deadline, the premium live event from WWE. And AEW Collision on TNT in the 8 to 10 Eastern time slot pulled in 455,000 viewers, which is actually up from last week's 451,000. They drew a 0.14 rating in the 18 to 49 key demographic, the same as the 0.14 key demo rating 1 week ago. Of course, this was reported once again from Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics. The episode featured Bryan Danielson versus Andrade El Idolo in the Blue League Continental Classic match. Eddie Kingston versus Claudio Castagnoli also took place in the Continental Classic Blue League. We also had a battle of Kenny Omega versus Ethan Page, with both men hailing from Canada. Willow Nightingale versus Mercedes Martinez. Penta El Zero Miedo and Commander versus Matt Menard and Angelo Parker, and Wardlow versus Willie Mack, plus much more. Of course, this episode was not live. It was taped earlier on in the week, so for a non-live episode taking place at the weekend across from WWE competition, this is a pretty good number. The fact that the ratings actually increased, the overall viewers increased. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below, and what are your thoughts when it comes to the episode of Collision in question and the ratings as well. Let me know your thoughts, as always, in the comment section below. Now, Booker T has been previously a bit of a critic of CM Punk, particularly during his time in All Elite Wrestling. So what would happen when the two met backstage at NXT Deadline this past weekend? Well, WWE NXT commentator Booker T has recorded a conversation he had with CM Punk backstage this past weekend at NXT Deadline. Following several teases, Punk appeared in the ring for a brief segment with Shawn Michaels at the December 9 NXT Premium Live event. It was later reported that Punk wasn't hidden away backstage ahead of appearing, and that he was available and friendly to talent. Speaking on his Hall of Fame podcast, Booker T noted that Punk appeared to be at peace and ready to rewrite his legacy with his next WWE run. Noting that Punk jokingly called him a flip-flopper backstage, Booker T said, quote, "CM Punk wasn't hiding. He wasn't hidden away in some room making a surprise appearance. He was running around and mingling. I ran into CM Punk in catering, was sitting there talking to Jerry Borash. I walked up to CM Punk and said, 'CM Punk, what's up, man?' He stands up and goes, 'What's up, man, you flip-flopper?' I go, 'You know how the business is. Sometimes you're a heel, sometimes you're a babyface.' It was very cool. We talked, small talk. He seemed to be at peace and ready to rewrite the legacy of CM Punk and finish it off properly. I can't say anything bad about him. I know people wish I would say something bad about CM Punk. I ain't kissing ass or something or anything either. It just seemed like he was in a calm space." Now, he also spoke about the rumours and speculation that there had been some potential beef between himself and the returning star following the Hall of Famer's previous comments surrounding Punk's return to the company. Noting that he's never fallen out with Punk, Booker T said, quote, "People say over and over, it feels like I have beef with CM Punk. I never had a beef with CM Punk, not once. I've never gotten to the point where I said something negative to where, hey, I want to fight CM Punk, stupid stuff like that. No. This is about business. When he said he's not here to make friends, he's here to make money. In this business, you have to be friends in order to do business. You're working with a lot of guys you've got to trust in the ring. It's not like a UFC fight where you don't have to care about each other. In this business, you have to care about the guys you're working with. It's just that simple. There's no way around it. If you don't, it's going to show. It's going to show very quickly, and you're not going to last very long. That's not something I have to tell CM Punk. I'm not saying that to CM Punk at all. He knows that. There's a reason why things didn't work out in AEW. It's because a lot of those guys probably don't care about each other. So Booker T stresses there's no problem, there's no beef, there's no heat with CM Punk. What are your thoughts on Booker T's comments, and what are your thoughts on his interaction with CM Punk backstage at NXT Deadline? Finally, a story over the last week has been Andrade El Idolo's return to CMLL. And Andrade El Idolo's AEW contract, of course, is due to come to an end in 2024, with speculation he could be gearing up for a WWE return. As previously reported, El Idolo appeared in a vignette during CMLL's Arena Mexico show on Friday, December 8, 2023. During this vignette, it was confirmed that he would be making his return to the promotion on December 15. Dave Meltzer has now provided an update on Andrade El Idolo's talks with CMLL as well as AAA, noting the following on Wrestling Observer Radio. Quote, "From what I understand, he's got 5 dates with them," that being CMLL, "and we'll see how that goes. They don't pay big because they don't have to, and Andrade is usually charging a pretty good amount of money to do independent dates, so maybe he's doing a deal for them because it is where he got his first break. There may be political things too. The one thing, obviously, is if he goes to CMLL, he can work Forbidden Door, he can work New Japan, which before he couldn't do. He was still in talks with AAA until very recently, so it wasn't like I've got to get out of AAA to get to where I can work Forbidden Door or New Japan. It was just one of those things where he was talking to both sides and decided it was time to go to CMLL. Andrade El Idolo has held multiple championships in the promotion, including the Universal Championship and a number of NWA titles too. It has been heavily speculated that Andrade El Idolo is visiting CMLL ahead of a potential WWE move. Previous reports indicated that Andrade wanted to return to CMLL soon in case he ends up moving back to WWE, where he wouldn't be able to wrestle for other promotions like he currently can while under contract to All Elite Wrestling. Meltzer previously reported that Andrade's AEW contract is up relatively soon, and he hasn't yet put pen to paper on a new contract with Tony Khan's promotion. So what are your thoughts on Andrade El Idolo, his return to CMLL? Do you think it's a case of him wanting to just work in the promotion where he started before returning to WWE? Do you think it's just a case of him wanting just to work with the promotion and he's not sure what he's going to do in the future? Do you think he wants to keep his options open and possibly work with New Japan Pro Wrestling, work a Forbidden Door show before his contract expires as well? Where do you think Andrade will be upon the expiration of his AEW contract next year? Let me know your thoughts about that as well. But there you go, guys. It's the latest pro wrestling news for you. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right hand corner. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.